Sims takes the inbound feed. Here's Plum, a hop in her step. Plum, the blow by in the left hand. High by Stevens.
The drive by Plum. Once she gets by Reese, it's over.
Sims takes the inbound feed. Here's Plum, a hop in her step.
Plum.
The blow by in the left hand. High by Stevens. The drive by Plum. Once she gets by Reese, it's over. Did Angel Reese just get exposed by Kelsey Plum? In one jaw-dropping moment, Kelsey Plum left Angel Reese in the dust. Not only scoring with ease, but delivering a gesture that struck a nerve with fans. The Los Angeles Sparks guard went for the jugular with a savage too-small gesture that lit up social media. But this isn't just about one play. It's about the Chicago Sky falling to 0-3 despite Reese's double-double. Stay tuned as we break down the pivotal play that everyone's talking about and why it's raising serious doubts about Reese's performance in the WNBA. Your too small celebration.
Damn.
Kelsey Plum keeping Angel Reese on her back hip, creating enough separation, going up for a layup. Yeah, Angel Reese, you're too small. The Chicago Sky were desperate on a two-game losing skid to start the season. They couldn't afford another loss, but the Los Angeles Sparks weren't about to show them mercy. The game was winding down, and the Sparks were comfortably in control, up by double digits. Yet somehow, Kelsey Plum decided this was the perfect moment to make things personal. Angel Reese, tasked with guarding Plum, was front and center for what would become the most talked-about highlight of the game. And she got a, for lack of a better way of putting it, cooked, rotissered, grilled, baked, fried, however you want to go. Sautéed by Kelsey Plum last night against the LA Sparks. Plum had the ball at the perimeter, her confidence radiating as she surveyed the court. Despite her size advantage, looked a step behind. Plum's first move was a quick jab step, and just like that, Reese was thrown off balance. Then came the actual drive. Plum crossed over, blew past Reese with a burst of speed, and cut straight to the basket. Here's the play that's got everybody talking because Kelsey Plum clowned Angel Reese after this. Obviously, Kelsey Plum's not as tall as Angel Reese is. And she cooked Angel Reese's ass in hot grease. Reese was late on the recovery, left trailing as Plum kissed the ball off the glass for two. But it wasn't the slick bucket that made everyone stop and watch. It was what Plum did next. Turning toward Reese, she leaned forward slightly and brought her hand down toward the floor, raising her eyebrows as if to say, "Really? That's all you've got?" The infamous too small gesture wasn't just bold. It was ruthless. Pie by Stevens. The drive by Plum. Once she gets by Reese, it's over, and then hits her with the too small. Yeah, too small. Kelsey Plum is a badass. The crowd at the arena erupted. You could hear the buzz as fans reacted, some cheering, some laughing. You could even see a few jaw drops from the Sky's bench in the background. And then like wildfire, the moment hit social media. Clips from multiple angles flooded timelines accompanied by endless commentary calling it everything from hilarious to straight-up disrespectful. Kelsey Plum goes off in the third quarter. The fourth quarter, nobody can do anything worthwhile. But by that point, far too late. Kelsey Plum hitting Angel Reese with her own. Fans couldn't get enough. One commentator even chimed in with, "Kelsey Plum clowned Angel Reese. She cooked her in hot grease." People weren't just talking about the basketball, they were talking about the message, and Reese's face said it all. She tried to brush it off, but the frustration was obvious. Her shoulders tightened, her footwork turned sluggish, and for the next couple of possessions, it was like her focus had completely shifted. Nasty work from Kelsey Plum. I need to be honest here. Angel Reese, did you take any offense to this? Did you take this personally? Do we need to open up an investigation into taunting on the court for your sensitive ass? For the Sparks, though, Plum kept rolling. She ended the night with 28 points, including 6 brutal three-pointers, while also dishing out 8 assists. Her dominance was undeniable, and it felt like every time she touched the ball, she was making something happen. Right here, Kelsey Plum destroyed them. 6 of 10 from three-point range, 28 points, 8 assists, 2 boards for the LA Sparks. That didn't look terrible, to be honest, last night, from what I could see. And here's the thing, this single moment became the story of the game. The Sky were already struggling, but that play deflated them completely. Their energy shifted. The cracks they'd been trying to patch all games split wide open, and the Sparks took full advantage. The final score, 91-78. Chicago dropped to 0-3, and the loss wasn't just another number in the standings. It was proof that something is fundamentally broken with this team, and Angel Reese was right in the middle of it. Camila Cardoso flashed a little bit, but she's not doing a hell of a lot, to be honest. This team is not good. It's 0-3. It's ugly, and I don't know that it's going to improve. All right. The internet, of course, had a field day. One viral tweet read, Kelsey Plum saying too small to Angel Reese. I love that fire. Another user joked about the fallout if someone like Caitlin Clark had pulled the same move, writing, imagine if Caitlin Clark did this. The outrage would be unreal. Between the laughs, the gifts, and the replays, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a highlight. It became a symbol of exactly where both teams and both players are so far this season. Real. She is a badass. How about a different angle on this feed? Here's Plum a hop in her step. Plum the blow-by in the left hand.
Feed.
Here's Plum a hop in her step. Plum the blow-by in the left hand. Too small.
Yikes.
For Reese, this moment wasn't just a rough play. It felt like a turning point in public perception. While Plum was celebrated for her confidence and swagger, Reese faced the opposite. More questions about her impact and whether she's meeting expectations. Because as much as that one gesture grabbed the headlines, it also shined a spotlight on what wasn't working for the Sky and Reese in particular. 9 points. Nobody on this damn team can actually create a shot for themselves and score. Let's be honest and score. That players is signing chess, cashing checks over there in Mexico. She's long gone. You might be looking at Angel Reese's stat line and thinking 13 points and 12 rebounds, that's solid. And on paper, yeah, it's respectable. But basketball isn't just about what's on the stat sheet. Watching the game, it was hard to see how those numbers really helped the Chicago Sky on a night they desperately needed a spark. The truth, that double-double didn't hit nearly as hard as it looks. Angel Reese had her a double-double last night. That's right. Oh, once again, this proves that Angel Reese's double-doubles does not equate to victory. Never has. It never has. In fact, one could say it, generally speaking, always leads to losses. Here's the issue. Reese shot 5 of 11 from the field. That's 45%, which sounds okay until you consider her role and size. When you're 6 feet 4 inches in and playing as a power forward, your efficiency has to be higher, especially when so much of your scoring comes close to the basket. Her shooting may have improved slightly from the absolute disaster of 2 nights ago, but it's nowhere near what the Sky need her to do. Game Angel Reese 31 minutes, 5 of 11, 45% from the field. And that's an improvement. That is an improvement. God, 6 at 12 rebounds, 13 points, 6 offensive boards, and a partridge in a pear tree. One analyst didn't mince words when they said, you can't shoot 5 of 11. You can't shoot 2 of 8. You can't go 0 of 8. And that's exactly what Reese's season has been so far. One struggle after another at getting those high-value, high-percentage shots to fall, pop a gasket. Angel Reese does one thing well. Below-average rebound, below-average defender, no offensive game, low basketball IQ. Reese really tried to sweat that ball. Meanwhile, let's talk about Camila Cardoso. She played fewer minutes in that same game, but went 6 of 9 from the field, which is 66%. That's the kind of efficiency you need inside. Granted, Cardoso's stat line wasn't flashy beyond her shooting, but the difference is clear. When Cardoso got the ball in scoring positions, she delivered. Efficiency matters more than raw numbers, and Reese is falling short in that area. Dub man, I gotta tell you, they took Camila out. And I was like, what are they doing? She was 6 of 9 for 66% from the field, 12 points, and 6 boards. They didn't even let her play 20 minutes. And I mean that didn't help. That strategy didn't work. Her size and skill set should make her one of the most reliable options on the floor for Chicago. Yet possessions with Ree are becoming increasingly inconsistent. But this problem doesn't stop with Ree, though. It's part of a bigger offensive issue for the Sky. The team has been one of the most inefficient squads in the WNBA so far. They've struggled to convert in critical possessions, and every missed opportunity piles onto their already fragile momentum. Folks, you're never going to win a game with this. I mean, just look at this. Angel Ree 13 and 12. Still can't shoot over 50%. A measly few feet away from the basket, but I guess 48% is better than 32%. So, we'll take what we can. It's no wonder they're 0-3. Reese's shortcomings only magnify the problem because when you're a high-profile player, expectations follow you onto the floor. She's not just any other player. They chose her to impact games and steer this team out of tough spots. Instead, the offense feels flat whenever it runs through her. Oh, Cardoso, my point right in front of you. She's a big. She shot 66%. And one could argue she's not showing out either, but you get my point. Fans and analysts aren't holding back either.